finished. So I could start with covering some of the more downside of this area. Going by the 34, which is like a very light sand matte color. Just at the bottom of it. What I like to do is to cover the edges first. Go just round the bend of the borders here. That makes it easier. So, as I want to finish this one off pretty soon, as I said, I'm trying to get some more colors done so that you actually could see what this painting is supposed to look like. I don't know if it's recognizable in the end. We shall see. Normally, if I do paint by numbers, I'm not looking at the description. I mean, I know my end goal of what it's going to be. However, I'm not too keen on looking in between. Maybe just in the end to make sure there is no blank canvas left and I maybe oversaw something to cover. But this is also kind of a learning session for me. It's really, really very, very small figures here to cover. And normally if you paint something, you have much larger areas to cover, which makes it even more relaxing. So, what do you say? Please leave a comment down below and tell me what's your favorite way of painting. Is it small and neat areas just like that, or is it larger areas? If you wanna say have a paint by number painting. Alright, so I think that one's pretty much done. Clean the brush. start a painting, you should actually be a little more calm and not so stressed out. However, whenever you start doing it, you notice slowly and slowly how you become more calm and relaxed. So, this is what I like in doing paintings, and also maybe the one or the other of this audience might even try to begin painting themselves for relaxation. I'm more than happy to share my experience I have so far. As I mentioned in my other videos, I'm not an expert in art. However, I am doing art for quite some time now. I even studied something similar. And it's always given me a lot of relaxation. Relax. And having this as a counterpart in my life really helps me build resilience and calmness in a very challenging, stressful life we lead on a daily basis. So whatever you do, some do more sports, some do meditation or yoga. What suits you best to relax your mind? Get into the flow. There's a certain moment when you are so relaxed and yet focused at the same point. In psychology, it's called the alpha status. So, compared to when you're driving a car on the highway for quite some time, you basically go on autopilot. You act correctly, however, that's very focused. And also, when you're nearly asleep and barely awake, that's when you have your alpha status, when you are most relaxed and, oddly enough, are more open to mindfulness and good thoughts. So, there you should say, you're calmer. So, that was 18 painting. Now, as I said, great for blending colors. However, like paint by numbers, probably best with acrylic colors. I quite like it. You can mix it. It's water-based, so whenever one of your colors dries up, you can just use water to get it going. Alright. See, just a little too much color here. Could happen if you have the euphoria to nearly finish a painting you have done for quite some time. Let me see, there's another 11 here. It's quite fulfilling if you have a larger number here, maybe finding one for you, which is not a 17. Don't like it that much, so I'll correct that later on with the 17 colors. So, but now I'm back to 11. There's another 11. There's an 11. That's really nice. Also, do you by any chance have the same odd habit than me? Whenever I paint and I'm really concentrated, I put my tongue out, like when you're really concentrated as a child. So I wonder, please do let me know in the comments. Am I the only one with that kind of habit? Or does that sound somehow familiar to you? Would be nice if I'm not alone in the world doing something very childish. I still don't know why I do that, but it's just happening. Let's say it. Just happening. I think there's another 11 here. If you can recommend, by the way, any other even better brushes than I have, please do say so. I did look everywhere, the art centers around town, online, and I haven't been able to do nearly as neatly as they always say or do in the videos. In the marketing videos, obviously, they do the painting by numbers. I think there's another one just here. 13 might also be a nice one, but 13 is a yellow. And a yellow. That's a 13 yellow. Sorry. I hope the coverage of the very bright numbers here it's okay-ish. So, and I always thought when you're working with acrylic color and if you leave it in like really big, it looks very artistic and even more like oil painting. Which I'm not too experienced with. I've done that. Oh, there's another one here. Done that in university. But I haven't done that since that often. Let's see. Maybe we can't. There are even larger areas to cover. And also the numbers, I think I need to redo them twice or 3 times to cover the number. And you should always cover the numbers in a paint by number covering. Otherwise it looks ridiculous. So as much as I enjoy working like that, which is kind of coloring, reminds me of my childhood. I did some free artwork in another video recently, which I also quite enjoy. I really like working with colors. So the video is called Whispering Colors, and I might add you a link somewhere here. Or you could basically just go through my playlist and of course subscribe to my channel. That would be the easiest. quite like the setting. How do you like it? Is it better?